It's not live, but we're back. Welcome back, fellow gamers. Welcome back, fellow rumblers. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Oblivion Unmastered. This is recorded because I don't have an internet. Our internet connection got disconnected because we forgot to pay. Yeah, that is the consequence of not paying your bills on time. You forget to pay your bills on the date, and on that date, you'll get disconnected. But if you pay after getting disconnected, even on the same day, you'll have to wait a few days, or maybe the next day, to get your internet connection or the service back. As you can see, this is a new character that I started because this is not a live stream. This is a recorded gameplay. And because it's a recorded gameplay, I decided to create a new character for the recorded gameplay. Okay, so this is my character here. And as you can see, it's a female character. If you're wondering why the chest is moving like that, it's because of the body. The body is called DMRA. And it has this feature called BBB. If I'm not mistaken, BBB means bouncing breast and butt. But in this case, only the breast is bouncing. It's not actual physics. It's more like animated. Because why would it bounce when my character isn't doing anything? It doesn't make sense. So it's more like animated than physics. As you can see here, it only affects the breast and not the butt. So technically, it's just BB, bouncing breast. Because if it's BBB, it should be bouncing breast and butt. But the butt is not bouncing. So it's just BB. If you're wondering where you can get the body, the female body, so where did I get the body? Well, I got the body not in Nexus Mods, but in Lover's Lab. Just a little bit of warning though, Lover's Lab is an adult gaming website. You'll need to be an adult to access the website. I could be wrong, but I believe the body is part of a mod called Set Body. And then someone just, I guess, took the body out of the mod and released it separately. Again, I could be wrong. But if you are interested in getting this particular body, it's called DMRA. There is another version called DMRA Manga. It's basically the same body, but with a few changes. And of course, you will need a converted armor and clothing for the body. And I guess you can get those in Nexus Mods. Okay, so you see this thing here that shows the content of the container? That is from a mod called Loot Menu. Again, my memory is not that great. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just loot. Also, it doesn't just show the content of the container. You can also get the items from the container. Before, I was doing that. But the problem with doing that is you don't see the value of the items. One time, I went around just taking all the items from all the containers. When I tried selling it to the vendor or the NPC merchant, they had or they have no value. They have 0 gold value. So what I do now is I open the container. By opening the container, you'll see the full container window, and you'll get more information like the value of the item or the items, the weight of the items, and the durability of the items. My character is wearing the Traveler's, I guess you can call it the Traveler's set. And as you can see, it has no value and it has no weight. The problem is it also has no defensive capabilities and it has no durability. Although having no durability, which means it's indestructible and it has no weight, those are positive things, but having no armor rating or no defensive capabilities here, no defense, that is a bad thing if I'm going to go outside and go on an adventure. Wearing this thing is basically the same as wearing nothing. That is why I'm switching to the iron set, the iron armor set. And instead of the dagger, I'm going to use the long sword. And of course, the shield. Let's see here. Is the butt clipping through the armor? I don't think so. It may look like the butt is clipping through the armor, but it's not. That is how the armor was designed. It was designed to show the female character's butt or behind. The good thing here is when you're wearing armor like iron and steel, the breast part doesn't bounce. It makes sense though. Why would it bounce when you're wearing metal? So this is Oblivion's Persuasion minigame, and I don't know why. I really like it. The first time I encountered this Persuasion minigame, I was very confused. But now I think I know how it works. Once you start the Persuasion minigame, it will continuously lose points. That's why you need to be quick. You'll see the XP bar on the left side of the screen. Wait a minute. Why is my captioner not working? It should be working. The captioner should work when I'm recording and when I'm streaming. It doesn't make sense why it's not working. So as you can see, look at this. Look at this. Not all items in the container has value. If you take everything from the container, you'll be over-encumbered and you won't be able to move. That is how getting over-encumbered in Oblivion works. When you are over-encumbered, you won't be able to move. Okay, I need to take the pickaxe, because even though it doesn't have value and it weighs 6 points, it's needed in mining. It makes sense. If I accept a mining job, then I would need a pickaxe. The torch, it doesn't have value, it doesn't have weight, but it's usable. Yeah, you will need it when it's dark. Okay, let's talk to Isolde. Farming job. Okay, so it's not voiced. The reason why it's not voiced is because it's a part of a mod. The mod is called Oblivion Jobs. So what it does is it adds different jobs in the game. So there is a mining job, there is a farming job, there is a cooking job, there is a wood chopping job, there is alchemy job, there is smelting job. I can't remember them all right now, but that's what Oblivion Jobs do. It adds, or it added, a lot of jobs in the game. You don't have to do any of them, but at least you have some kind of other things to do. When maybe you got bored from just doing quests every day, then at least you have something to do that is not questing. Also, if the item displayed in the loot menu is red, because if it's red, someone owns those items, and if you take them, if you take an item owned by someone else, that is stealing, and the guards will come and arrest you. So right now I don't have a lot of gold. My gold is, look at that, it's only 2. I have 2 gold. Again, once you discovered the trick, it's not very hard, or it's not very confusing. So once you're done with an NPC, it takes a while before you can do it again. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider following the channel wherever you're watching this video. Yeah. Maybe you're watching this in Rumble, in Twitch, in Kick, in Facebook, in YouTube, or DLive, or anywhere else. Please consider following the channel there. Also, if the platform has a like feature, then please do so as well. And don't forget to share it to everyone you know. Again, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.